When I saw this story, I said to myself, how can one person be so unlucky? How can one person be so unlucky? And not only unlucky, but ignorant. Let me put ignorant with it. I'm sorry. I got to put that part in there. Because when y'all hear it, y'all going to want to know what the hell was he thinking too. A man won his millions of dollars he won in the lottery jackpots, but then got arrested a few days later. If I'm not mistaken, he got arrested 4 days after winning all of that money in the jackpot. How did he win that money? He bought one single ticket for $2. Won all that money. Planned that he was going to split this money between him and his mama. But the fool got arrested 4 days later. And when I heard that, I was like, wait. That's not true, man. Let me read this. How can one person be so unlucky? It was over 167 million. Powerball Jackpot. He's down on 59 years old. Then gonna get arrested 4 days later. Because he gone from Kentucky, over to Florida to the beach, right? I think it was St. Pete Beach or somewhere over there he gone. And this fool get in a brawl with somebody, an argument. Man, you could never catch me, and I win all that money, and I had criminal history, criminal background before. You think that I can get in an argument with somebody? Man, I argue with nobody to come and mess up my grind, to mess up my money. I'm 59 years old and finally got lucky for only playing a $2 ticket. You think that anybody can argue? They could argue, no problem. But I ain't going close to them to punch them, to hit them, nothing. Especially when you got a criminal record. It's him and the girlfriend that got arrested. Not just him, it was him and the girlfriend. He allegedly punched a hotel guest in the face. But if you think that that wasn't worse, that's why I say, how ignorant can you be to go and risk all of this? You just won all of this millions and millions of dollars. Man, I ain't punching nobody. I ain't getting in no argument with nobody. I'm staying in my own lane. Because nothing ain't going to come and mess with my money. Because I'm going to be planning with that money. Yes, I'm splitting it. He's splitting it with his mama. But your half, your part of it, you're going to got plans for the money. Here what got him arrested. It wasn't only punching the hotel guests. But allegedly, a deputy said that he attempted to break up the argument between the two of them, and the man allegedly kicked the deputy in the face. Can you guys imagine that crap? Go and kick the deputy sheriff in the face. And you know that you had a criminal record before. You ain't thinking at that moment about your money? Like all my millions of dollars that I just won only a few days ago. If I do this, I'm going to jail. And you want to be that your girlfriend that with you ain't got no insider to even try to pull you and say, babe, don't forget, if you do this, you're going to go to jail, or it's something, you just won the lottery. You just won a jackpot. Lady Luck, I see you in there. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday indeed to everyone. You just won a jackpot. $167 million. And you arguing. You punching people in the face. You allegedly kicking this deputy sheriff. You didn't think that it was going to come and arrest you? And that all your money that you probably just won, you stack in the bank, you probably making plans of what you're going to do with this money. Now you're going to jail. Man, I don't care if that person was arguing with me. I would just walk away. Leave the scene, whatever was going on, just walk away and mind my business. Even if the person hit on my girlfriend, I would have still walk away. When I say hit on her, you know, like giving her some sort of talk or whatever, I would have walked away. Because there's no way that I will let nothing come between me and my millions of dollars that I just won. No. So I'm going to say, a fool and his money will soon be parted. I would have taken away every red cent from him. Well, only God knows what's going to happen now, right? Only God knows what's going to happen. But the moment that I saw that thing pained me And I asked myself, how could somebody be so silly and stupid? All these years that you've lived your life, you probably never even won not even a good $5,000 or $10,000. Now you got the opportunity to go and win $167 million. And you going out to your state, obviously, but to go and get an argument somewhere with somebody and punching them in the face, how you think that was going to end up? Peggy said this $1 million jackpot winner usually end up in a suspicious way. The money is so cursed. Myself winning, I be gone. Look, let me tell you, for me personally, when I saw it, I said to myself, the man know that he got a history of a background of criminal, right? That's the first thing they're going to look at on you. Especially you kicking a deputy in the face when he trying to break up this brawl. They're going to go and start running your background and looking at your history. Hello, they're going to see that probably. I don't know what kind of trouble he was in before. I was so damn upset to see that he could be so stupid and could be such an idiot to go and allow himself to get in an argument. And I'm not saying that he allowed himself. Well, yes, he did, because he could have walked away. He could have walked away. But I guess maybe his anger took over. Maybe he didn't think, oh, but my money. Who the hell, what am I going to do with my money if I go to jail? What's going to happen to the money? Yes, I plan to split the money in half with my mother, but what about my part? Who's going to spend that? You're 59 years old. Only God knows how long they're going to put him in jail for now, right? All they may make him pay a fine. All depends on the person that he punched, if they want to press charges against him, because I'm sure that they're going to take that into consideration as well. Winning the lottery can help pay off debt. It can exactly help when it comes to potential criminal charges. But Peggy, you're right. Because you know what? Over the years of people winning jackpots, winning all these large sum of money, something always follows. Something always follows behind it. Meaning whether somebody copy them or attempt to copy them because of that money, because they found out about it. But this one took me for a loop to see that this fool, for me, if I see a cop coming, you think that I can even be so angry and upset that I can even do anything to that cop? Like, seriously? From the time the cop came and tried to separate them, he should have just gone, he should have gone his separate ways before he even punched the hotel guest. Probably gonna be in that jail cell sitting down thinking, what the hell did I do? Oh my God, how did I get so upset? And the girlfriend was arrested too, so I guess both of them was involved in this argument and probably fighting the other people. And I told myself maybe they were always troublemakers from the get-go. Because don't tell me that people can just suddenly one day, you won the lottery, you go to St. Pete Beach at a hotel, hanging out, probably enjoying your time, and then you can get in an argument, and both of them can get arrested? No, that's a trend right there. So they used to arguing with people. Because otherwise, it probably would have only been him. Why the girlfriend got arrested too. But I'm sure that if she didn't, cause no harm to the people, they can't really press charges against her if she was not involved in hitting or beating up on the person as well. It just said that he is the one that punched the person and allegedly kicked the deputy in the face when he tried to break them up. Don't ask me how that happened, because I can't see how you fighting with another person and the deputy come to break one up and you just raise your foot and kick. The thing just sounds so crazy. Almost like it's not even real, but it is. Because they even show you his face and all. On the, they even show you his picture on the post that I read. And I think that so many people got that carrying. It was, where I saw it, it was on the Yahoo News and a whole bunch of other places. Oh, Jesus. Well, I was wrong. It says here the girlfriend was charged with 1 misdemeanor count of disorderly conduct. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, he not going to be spending that money. Sorry. Maybe his mama or some other people going to be spending that money because they say that he was already charged with parole violation. I told you that he had a history of trouble, right? Gloria Jones, I see you in there. Welcome, welcome all the peaches in the house. Peggy said he's going to press charges knowing that that man just won the big past pot of money. They're going to strip him of all that money. Yeah, you see, he violated his parole. Because I told you that he was in trouble before, so that's a norm, that's how they operate, that's their behavior. And look what happened now. Why couldn't somebody else win that? Somebody that would invest that money in some businesses or some things and help some poor people out there that need help. What a shame. What a shame. Still a shame. So will he ever get to spend on any of that money? Probably not. You know what I mean? Well, other than the little bit that he already spent, because obviously he went on a trip, St. Pete. Only God knows how soon he's going to be 60 years old. Isn't that a shame? So hopefully, I hope that people listen and read these kind of things. They understand that don't resort to violence. You know what I mean? When you encounter any kind of nonsense like this, just walk away. It's better to walk away than staying and arguing with people and end up in fights. Fights that could potentially get you in jail. It's not even worth it. Look at his now. Was that worth it? No, it wasn't. Number one, you on a parole because you probably was always in trouble before. So right away, an argument is something that you should stay far from. Even thinking about raising your hand because you're upset is something that you should also thought about as well. Because what is that going to do for you other than get you in more trouble? More trouble. At this moment, if he had saints or anybody else is on his account or related to him, he should just probably tell them, like, you know what? Just get the money, start taking out pieces. Because, I mean, what else can I say? I'm just thinking out loud that money is just going to go to waste. You know what I mean? And they're probably going to want to charge him penalties and all this for disorderly, for breaking up. All kind of nonsense will come and that money will be gone. Linda Mohammed said, good morning, sweet pea. She should have used some of that money for anger. That's the fact. For anger management therapy. You said it right there, exactly. Maybe you should have chose a better girlfriend or a better wife anyway. A better girlfriend, I can say it, because you know why? Maybe if he had another girlfriend that had her head on, she probably would have been able to tell him, look, this is not worth it. Remember, you just won the jackpot 4 days ago. We need to focus on our future. We need to focus on, investing. Forget about this. But no, this one was involved in it too. Disorderly conduct, causing trouble at the hotel, keeping noise. Troublemakers from where they come from. So imagine what the people back in their hometown in Kentucky, I think they say where they come from. Imagine what people over there talking now. You know how many people over there probably saying to themselves, all these damn people that play this jackpot, that didn't even win, that probably had only 3 numbers or 2 numbers or something. Why didn't want these other people win this jackpot? Because to me, that person ain't got their head on. Because if they did, they would have think once, not even twice. I'm going to say once, right away before they go and take this step that they took here on this situation. Why can't people like us, right? Some of us, why can't people like us win the damn gone lottery jackpot? And I say some of us because everybody won't want to win that, right? But even if you win big money, invest it, give back. You know what I mean? Because giving back is very important. Whether you donate to whatever, women's shelters or, abuse women's shelters again or stuff like that. Just give back. Do something. This one, only God knows. He probably ain't do nothing else other than, again, share the money with his mama is what he was going to do. And I don't even know if he had the opportunity yet to share it with his mother, because it was only 4 days. And you know that when he won that jackpot, right? I don't know how it works, how the timeline is, but I'm sure that money probably wasn't even fully in his account yet. Can you imagine? Wow. Can you imagine if that jackpot money didn't even hit his account yet? I think maybe some of it did then. Because for him to plan the trip and go wherever he is, he probably had gotten some of the money. Because I think that based on what I read, they took the money, they offered to give them the money over years, a certain amount of years. They chose to take the money sooner, instead of waiting. And I don't blame people that do that either, because who's to say that 5 years from now, you're going to be alive to keep collecting your jackpot winnings or your earnings. So take your money, let them take whatever, the penalty charge, whatever they take, and let it be that. Because again, you don't know what's going to happen in the next year of your life. So anybody that win that, to each its own. But I would recommend that people take their money and then do what they got to do with it. Just my own opinion. I don't know about anybody else. But yes. And I don't know if anybody heard about that. If you saw it on the internet. Because I saw that since today is Wednesday. I think I saw that since Friday, I think. And I was going to mention it Saturday on the freestyle, but I totally, not that I forgot, but we were talking about other things. So, yeah. Yeah, so invest. My people, look, $2 to buy a lottery ticket. How can one person get so lucky, right? I don't know about that other woman who had won the lottery as well. No, one woman had a winning ticket. This was a few months ago. And here's what happened. Her ticket is the winning ticket. She put the winning ticket in a jacket. I don't know if you guys heard about this one. And guess what? She ended up giving away the same jacket and forgetting that she had put her winning ticket inside that jacket pocket. Gave it to somebody. She didn't even know the person. And allegedly, from what I heard, they only gave her until sometime this month, I think, or next month to come and claim her winnings. Now she gave her jacket to somebody that got the ticket in there. I was like, wow. Can you imagine that happening as well? I don't know if the person heard about it, meaning the person that got the jacket, or if she had given it to somebody on the street, like a homeless person. I don't know. Because I ain't really look into it. All I know is that I heard that she only had a certain time to claim that money. Sarah Rose said it was all over the media. I'm sure it was. Because that day is just unbelievable. So yes, I'm sure it was. You know what I mean? And sometimes you ask yourself, how could I don't care how angry you are. Don't let anger take over. But some people do let their anger take over when it comes to certain situations. But you should at least know how to control yourself. You know what I mean? Even if I had self-control, even if I was a hot-headed person, I would have been thinking about my money. 59 years old. How could I get so lucky that at 59 I was always in trouble and I'm on parole and in out of jail, and now I got lucky at 59, 167 million. Jeez, wow. You know how happy I would have been? My anger and everything would have been gone from me. I don't care what happened in my life before, how I got to the place where I am of ending up in jail from back to back like that. All them things would have been gone from me. I would have been just thinking and thanking God that I just got so lucky to buy a ticket for $2 and won 167 million. Man, look, don't care what nobody tell me, it would not have made me upset. I would have said, okay, no problem. Do your thing. Do your thing. Because all I would have thinking about is how I'm going to spend this money. Let me see what I'm going to invest in. Let me see, I'm going to get some properties. You know what I mean? My thought process would have been in a totally different place. I don't care what a hothead I am. No. But I can only speak for me, right? But I can't speak for other people, because we can say that, but there's a lot of people out there that does need major anger management class. They need it big time. And that's how they end up complaining other people. That's how they end up enraged and end up in jail time after time, year after year, for something that they got involved in. And it's so, so sad. Sorry. It is terrible, my people. But we call that life, okay? Do you guys know anybody that ever win the lottery? Or ever won a jackpot? Tell me, because guess what? I will be curious to know, how did their story turn out? Did they get to spend that money? Or if something bad happened as well? Because I'm curious. I haven't really, if I think about it, right, in the past, I haven't really seen a person that won a lottery and something bad happened to them. Other than, you know, the usual thing, family members fighting over the person's money that don't belong to them, obviously. That's why when a lot of people win money like that, They don't want to be public. They don't want their face out there. They don't want nobody to know. They just take their earnings and they go their way. So that way the public don't know nothing, right? But in his case, I guess public had to know because guess what? He got in trouble 4 days after. My God, my God. What a luck, what a luck, what a luck. But again, we call that life. So, I pray to get lucky like that one day in my life, and I will not let nobody know because guess why? If they know, they could come after you. And if they don't know, then they can't do nothing. All you can do is just keep it in silence. Be thanking God every day, asking God for protection as well. Because other than people coming after you or harassing you about money or whatever, other bad things can happen. You know what I mean? But it's not like you stole the money. So, it's one of those things that it just fell into your lap is what I'm going to call it. Yes, my people. So Peggy said, I hope he took the lump sum of money. Well, allegedly, that's what they were saying. That's what he planned to do. They had planned to take the lump sum, and he was going to split it between him and his mother instead of waiting. Instead of waiting. Yeah, so, and that's what I'm saying. For me, when I read about this, all these people was most interested in is talking about the money, talking about the jackpot. Yes, they told you what happened, meaning that he was arrested, such and such. But outside of that, it's all about the money. Mega winnings, numbers, such and such. And I'm thinking to myself, I tell you. But I don't blame them anyways, right? Because I guess they want to write it in here, but they probably think that the man is a fool too for going to that lens. Chick, I see you in there. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yes. So I'm just curious, guys. Let me know if you know anybody or heard of anybody that win the lottery or win any type of jackpot money and then fell on bad. I'm not going to say death, but, something bad happened. Emma, I see you in there. I'm curious. Because curiosity kills a cat. But yes, my people. So, guys, it's also the freestyle as well. I just wanted to share that one with you. So many things that I'm seeing that going on around the place that I just said to myself, it's only when you really take time and sit down and listen to things, read things, that you really realize that there's a lot of crazy stuff that happens. Linda Mohammed says, sweet pea, sometimes people can have all that money and still be unhappy. And you are right, because money can't buy happiness. You know what I mean? Money can't buy happiness. Yes, people say, oh, I wish I was rich. I wish I had all this money, but it's still not going to make them happy. You're right about that. Because they could go and shop for a whole week. They could go and shop for a whole month. Do a whole bunch of stuff for a whole month. They're still not going to be happy. You know what I mean? But it makes things better for a lot of people, meaning they can pay their bills. They can catch up on things that they neglected, over the years. But outside of that, it can't buy happiness because happiness is already inside of you. If you're not a happy person, if you're a miserable person, how is money going to change that? Especially if you're a miserable person, not about your bills or what's going on with you, but just miserable in a whole. How's money going to change that? It will never. Never. Look at Michael Jackson, right? Michael Jackson, he had nothing to worry about as far as surrounding money and so forth. But he was still unhappy. He still was not happy. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things. That's why you hear about some of these celebrities that going through depression and they just smoking and doing this stuff. And sometimes you ask yourself, what the hell going on with these people? But again, they do some of those things just to pass the time because they got nothing else to do. You would think that they always got things to do, right? Mildred said, my peaches, good morning. I'm listening while I am eating a banana. A right one, LOL, not the green. There is a joke between... Well, darling, I will be eating the right one with you as well because I can't eat no green banana like that unless it cook. If you make soup, You put the banana in it, yes. Or even if you make the banana cuckoo, you know how people make green bananas and also like, boil them and smash them as well. And some nice salt fish or some sort of fish gravy. That's delicious as well. Maria Lindsay say, when I was young, a lady on my way walk won it a month later. She got crazy. What? Jesus. She went crazy after winning money? Hey, Lord have mercy. Can you imagine? But went crazy, oh God, I can't even ask went crazy for what. Because she was probably like in shock, maybe. Disbelief that she won all this money. Oh Lord have mercy. Some people probably will even catch a heart attack. Trust me. Some people would. Peggy said, I usually hear of jackpot winners who were occupied by friends. That's what I'm telling you. You can't let nobody know. Friends, girlfriends. I'm sure that some would by family too, who they never knew, but somehow was lured into places. Persons won and went to their homeland and was occupied. Wow. That's why I say this money is a curse. Wow. But Peggy, the ones that went to their homeland and was occupied, is it that the people in their homeland already knew that they won that money? Or they didn't know, but they went there and they were occupied? Lord Jesus. So I guess I shouldn't pray to win the lottery then. My God. I would not tell anybody though. I'm sorry, darling. I would not tell anybody. Mildred, thank you so much. I would not tell nobody. If they ask me if I want my picture taken holding the check, be on the internet, no, I would refuse it. I would not want nobody to know. But, like I was saying before, you can still do it that way and still end up misfortune, right? You could still end up copying somehow from something. Oh God, can you imagine? Can you imagine that happening? Wow. Okay. I will rebuke anything like that because I would not want anything like that come on me. I don't care how much it is, right? I don't want that kind of bad luck. Let me put it that way. Because unfortunately, there's a lot that goes on. Yes, Peggy, I would believe that. Peggy said it seems as if he told people that he won. Well, yeah. Because that's what I'm saying. If he goes to his homeland, why would people want to single out him to kill him, to copy him? It's because he told people. He was so excited that he won this money. You know what I mean? Think about it. Somebody that was probably struggling for years and years of their life, finally they stumble on and won this money. They're ready to tell everybody. They're ready to jump up. They're ready to call this body, text this body, and tell them that they won this millions of dollars. Not knowing that everybody doesn't have your best interest. Because the moment and then people get off the phone, how the hell he win that money? And I've been playing the lottery all this time and this is not right. This is not fair. This is not right. That's the first thing that some of them friends or families would say, right? And then they would start planning. They would start asking little questions. Oh, so, so when are you supposed to get the money? Like, when are they going to pay you out? Can you imagine? But that person who won that money and went to their homeland, that person is a fool too. You know why? Because that person should have never told nobody. If that person did not hear about people that want to compare you just because you won the lottery or jackpot, they should have think twice. But Peggy says some states, if you win under some agreement, you don't have to advertise your winner. It's private, like Georgia. Okay. Yes. I would want mine to be private, darling. Or not, by all means. I wouldn't even tell my children. I'm sorry. I'm not telling my children either. Even though I know that my children want to copy me, they would just want some. You know what I mean? Or be expecting. I should say expecting. Hello, Emmanuel. Welcome, everyone. Even though the children would be expecting, I still wouldn't tell them. I would just, when I receive my money, I would just figure out what I'm going to give to each child. And when they ask me to get the money from, I'll just tell them I just came into, a few dollars. So I figured let me give you all a share of all of it. So we all got the same amount. Sorry, guys, my allergies. We all got the same amount. That's what I would tell them. Tavina, I see you in there. Good morning. I would tell them that. We all got the same amount. If I gave them 20, or if I gave them 50,000 or whatever, because I ain't going to give them no million, because if I won a couple million and you give them a million each, they know that something is up. How the heck did my mom, how come my mom give us $1 million? She gotta got more. She gotta got more, man. I know she gotta got more for giving us $1 million. Hell no. I didn't even get them $1 million. I would get him like a few thousands, right? Even if it was a 50,000 or something. And I would say we all got the same amount, so nobody should argue with anybody. You got 50, I got 50. Because if you ever give them $1 million each, they're gonna, one person, I'm gonna say one person, because I know my daughter's a person that she'd be so happy that she got money, she wouldn't even worry about what you got. But as for my oldest son, he might be the one to say, well, I mean, my mom probably got a lot more money than this to give me $1 million. Wow. Yeah, he's the one that want to hit you up again, okay, for more money. So yes, that's just the way you got to do it. And other outsiders, I say outside people like, you know, your sister, your brother, you give them a little something, but not no 50 million, not no 50,000 either. No, you bring them down low, because again, you can't let people know what's going on. You send them maybe like a $2,000 and say, yeah, you know, I have some money there saved, so I figured that you could use this to help do save your house or get a new car, $2,000. And then maybe next 6 months, I'll send them another 500. Yeah, you got to do it small, but don't tell them nothing. But don't left them out either. Chick said, I'm not in agreement of having people pictures and names published. No, these entities need to understand that they're setting winners up as targets. Exactly. Perhaps it's compulsory to do so. No, it's not. No, because over the years I have heard some people saying they don't want their pictures taken or nothing, but they will tell you that somebody won, but they didn't want to be, you know, pictured. If by chance that we are to happen for me, I'll probably have to be in some kind of disguise. Oh God, get a mask, right? Get a mask, some sort of long wig. Like you will get a long wig that come in all the way, covered all along, you know, and just do something out of the norm that you don't usually do to disguise yourself. You're right. But nobody will be able to picture me, because I would tell them, look, sorry, this not happening, okay? I'm going to come and collect my check or my money, and that's it. I ain't want to be flamed. No, I don't want nobody to know. Keisha Franklin, Neil, Sophie, I see you all as you're joining. Maria Lindsay say, I buy cash pot out here on something. You win a number for good money, and tell someone for that time you don't win a next pawn. Again, tell us pray and wash off bad mind and envy. Facts. Exactly. And which state are you in? Or which country, Maria Lindsay? Cash pot out. I know there's so many different things now that they got out there. When you go to buy a lottery ticket, they got so many things and so many games that people play that, but I know Powerball for sure. Mega Million, lottery itself, and I'm sure they got some other names. Yes, but anyone that go and buy one ticket just for $2, maybe it was their last $2, and they won the millions of dollars, man, that's a plus, man. Okay, Maria, okay, you're in Jamaica, I see. Okay, that's a plus right there. So you know what I mean? Maybe that person didn't even have a lot of money. They probably say, you know what, man, this is my last $2. I'm going to try my luck on this thing here. So that way to that man, let's say wrong with Hebrew. Sherman, good morning, good morning. Yes. So if you ever win the lottery, don't tell me either, because I don't want to know. Meaning anybody, even if you want to share it, keep it to yourself. Not that I would do anything to anybody, never in this life. But it's best to keep things to yourself, because if it get out, you're going to say, the only person I told about this was Sweet Peach. how did people know that I win money? Then the blame would be on me. So don't even tell me nothing. All right? Because sometimes people tell people things like that and then they forget who they tell. Keisha Franklin Hill say in North Carolina they have a game called Cash Pop. It's only 15 numbers that you can choose one of the 15 numbers. Okay. Maybe they got that here too, darling. Maybe I just never heard about it because I'm not, I don't. As a matter of fact, I only bought lottery ticket after how many years, right? So I bought one about a few weeks ago. And trust me, it's still in my wallet because I never went back to scan it to see if it won anything or anything like that. Yeah. From time to time, you might catch me by maybe one of those $2 tickets. Or one of those kind of tickets. Or those $1, the scratch off types, right? The last time I bought 2 of those, I went like $15 and that was it. But other than that, I'm not like religious to go and do that. Like some people every Wednesday, they making sure they buy their ticket for the Wednesday game. They making sure they buy their ticket for the Saturday game. No, I don't do that. Because I guess that I was never really into doing it. You know what I mean? But a lot of people do get lucky. Sometimes they don't win a big money, but some people do win like a couple $100 and here and there. Some people get lucky off of it. Well, not everyone. Everything is not for everybody. You know what I mean? So, yes. But don't let people know nothing. I don't know that man's situation. If they had already posted about him winning it prior to, I don't remember. Because I didn't go back to read, like, on the day that he won, did they announce it on that day? Or did they only come out when he got arrested 4 days later? You know what I mean? But, yeah, I'm sure his mama is probably shaking her head and saying, how could you be so fool? Like I said, I don't even know if his mama even got her part yet. I don't even know. So I will look into it a little bit more, though, because I'm curious. Because I would hope that his mama at least got her part of that money already. So that if there's any other members of the family, whether she got other children or not, she can at least share it with them. And possibility, maybe she doesn't. Or maybe he don't get along with the other siblings, you know what I mean? If there's others. Because it could be a situation like that as well. And maybe that's why he only planned to share it with his mama. Because maybe he doesn't get along with the others. Yeah. Yeah, so. But it is what it is, and we call that life, my people. Life is what we call it. Some people just get very unlucky when it comes to certain things. But for a person who win lottery or win any money and you're going to your country, look, go down there, invest in some stuff. Or if you got trustworthy people that are already over there, whether they're relative, family, friends, not friends, relatives. If you got trustworthy relatives over there, let them scope out some places for you that you can buy to invest in. And if they're trustworthy, you can do a few things through them. You know what I mean? But don't want to start advertising and then travel there. Because why are they going to copy you? Because they think that you got the money on you. They think that maybe if they copy you, that you got some cards or something in your wallet that they can rob you of. Or that you bring in money into the country to go and put in bank account over there. You know what I mean? Because if them in another country and you money over here, so wherever you come from, how they going to get it? How are they going to get it? And some of them might not even be copying the people because they want to get the money. Maybe they just copying the person because they can't believe how the person just got so damn lucky. It's just so silly. You know what I mean? Because what is their reason? You think that somebody that win a lottery jackpot going to just say, you know what? Let me go to my country, whether it's Barbados, Jamaica, wherever. Let me bring 50 million of this money with me so I can go and put it in my account over there. You really think that they can do it like that? When they got Swiss, they can do all these transfers from their bank here directly to a bank there if they already got one open. Why would they go and do it like that? Why would they bring a lump sum of money like that with them? You know what I mean? Don't you know that if the people stop them, Davina, thank you so much for 1,000 stars, darling. Appreciate you. Don't you know that at the airport when they check them bags, every bag, they can probably take that person's money? Because they want to know, they think that he doing some sort of illegal stuff, laundering money into another country. So you think that somebody that silly to bring all that kind of lump sum of money into another country? Anybody that even thinking like that they want to comply somebody that come back to their hometown because they heard that they won money or that they got all this money. So let me comply him and rob him. Yeah, let's get some of that money. Come to find out, the person only brought probably $300 in cash. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Javina. Sending hugs to you as well, darling. Appreciate you. You guys understand? Come on. There's too many transactions that can be done. There's too many people that you can work things through. You know? One of your family, even if you ain't got a bank account there, ask them to open up a bank account for you. Just send a small minimum amount of money into it. You know what I mean? And then once you go down there, you get that account in your name or whatever you do, then you can start doing your wire transaction. Davina, thank you so much for another 500 stars, darling. Appreciate you. Peggy Senior said Mega and Powerball is now $5 per player. What? How many people are still buying now? What? Mega and Power. So how come this man buy a ticket for only $2? And he won. This thing happened. Well, no, they live in Kentucky. I think it said it's $5 per player. Really? I never bought that yet. Davina, thank you so much for another 1,000 stars, darling. God bless you. Love you, darling. Thank you so much. Peggy, this one is in Kentucky. So his ticket was only $2. Yeah, it said here that it wasn't just any Powerball jackpot price. It is a record for Kentucky. It's a 167.3 million. Damn. Davina, thank you so much. God bless you, darling. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. That's my early birthday gift, Davina. Thank you so much. My birthday is on Sunday, and you're already sending blessings, darling. Thank you so much. God bless you. Dimple Brown said, nope. No more $5 a play now. Wait, so is it that every state is different? Maybe Therese K, I see you in there. Peggy, which? Okay, I'm curious now. Dimple Brown is saying no more $5. Unless every state is different. I'm thinking, right? Because this man only bought a $2 ticket. And he won all of that money for only a $2 ticket. So that probably means that every state is different. But $5, no, darling. Man, I think it's still $2, Peggy, because let me think about it. I bought 2 tickets and it only cost me $4. But again, it was, I think, the regular lottery. Look, I can't remember, but I think it was a regular lottery. I know that I heard before that the Powerball is normally more, whereas the lottery tickets were $1. When I was in Florida, the lottery ticket was $1. Powerball was $2. I don't know about the Mega Million one because I don't really look into all of that. But yeah, so Lord have mercy. I see you there, Sharon. Welcome, everyone. Yes. So Lord Jesus, can you imagine? $2 ticket and won all that money. Then landed right in jail. That's like, remember the game that we used to play when we was younger? Somebody remind me of that game. You collect 200, or sometimes you just go to jail. What the hell was that game called? It's a game we used to play with those little things. Oh my God, somebody's gonna remember. I could see that game now. It had a jail cell thing on the front of it. It had to collect 200 or go. Who remember that? One moment, guys. Let me blow my nose. Sorry. Let's see here. So, okay. Dimple Brown said, I'm in South Carolina and it's $5 a play. Really? What the heck? That's a lot. Damn. Keisha Franklin Neal said, I think Powerball is $2 and Mega Million is $5. Oh, wow. Well, Powerball is $2. You're right. Because I remember that being $2 too. Really? $5 for Mega Million? Hey, Jesus. $5. Some people need $5 just to put gas in their car sometimes when they broke from just paying all their bills, darling. Okay, Peggy saying, okay. She says, sorry, my bad. Only the Mega Million for $5. Okay. Because I was like, wait, what the hell going on? For the person that just sent me the money on Zelle, I got it. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, darling. Janice Joseph said, good morning, my beautiful sweet peach and all my peaches. It's so good to be around you guys. God bless. God's blessing, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, darling. Thank you. And Janice Joseph, my birthday is on Sunday, darling. Sunday. Yes, yes, Latoya. Yes, you got it. Monopoly. Exactly. As I was thinking about this man that won the 167.3 million and went to jail 4 days later, that game came back to me. That game came right back to me there because his situation is that he went to jail. Can you imagine? Lord have mercy. Probably over there. Thank you, Morris and Linda Mohammed. Yes, Monopoly. Shalom, thank you for reminding me. I just can't remember it right, but I know that I could see the game in my mind because we used to love to play that game, man. That game used to be the best, man, when we were younger. Yes, Janet Joseph, $5. Yes, Selma, remember too. I see you in there, Auntie. Welcome, welcome. Yes, my people, those were the days. All those games, if we go back and think about all those games, snakes and ladders, oh God. Those used to be the best days. I don't care what nobody said. Those were the best days. Thank you so much, Mildred. Appreciate you, darling. She said, happy birthday in advance, Queen. Thank you, thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much for that blessing. Yes, my people, snakes and ladders. Yes, Mildred, I saw it. My bank sent me a notification, so I saw it. Thank you so much. Yes, Monopoly, and that time when you playing, you ain't no cheating in this game. You either do this or you go to jail. This fool went to jail. Him and his girlfriend. He ain't even took himself. So it's not even to say that at least the girlfriend out there, she can probably spend some of that money or he can help advise her on what to do. But look, she went to jail. She probably will get that's the sentence I named though. Carolyn Cox, good morning. Everyone, happy Wednesday. Sweet Peach, dark glasses, and wig is given. Thank you, darling. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I was thinking twice about this wig, darling, because I just couldn't get it right. Like when I went to sleep the other day, I told you guys, the morning I woke up, oh my God, I think I slept like that. The hair was pushed up. I put water, it won't sit down. So Mark had one of these do-rags, you know those do-rags that make flat. So I put the do-rag on it. And then I use my trusty, well, let me show you this thing. This trusty thing here so that you can buy from the beauty supply. The stuff that you can do your eyebrows yourself if you don't feel like going to the shop. So I just use this to make a part, you know what I mean? Because this is the best to use a part. This is a razor blade. Because I put on this wig myself, yes. And I don't put it on with glue. When I went to the beauty supply, they gave me some, not gave me, I bought. It was a spray. It's a spray thing, like when you spray it around the rim, it will hold on the wig without the glue effect. So I don't use no glue. I don't use nothing at all. That's actually the first time that I used that on this wig. So I haven't really used it, to be honest. Because all those other wigs that I buy, you know, the wigs already come with the combs, right? That you can push under, or the string to draw at the back. So I haven't been having to use nothing at all to hold it down. Yeah, so I don't go and spend money to to do all these things. And I'm not cheap, and I don't think that I'm cheap, but I'm just a person that I don't spend money unnecessary. That's just me. Cause I'd be thinking, let me see, if I'm gonna pay these people $40, I could have paid my part of my cell phone bill with this. I'll keep that money to help Mark get to school. Mark coming out of school next month. I thanking God. I'm already thinking ahead of time. Oh God, thank you for this break from paying $400 a month to get this boy to school. Can you imagine if I didn't have that? I said that to somebody this morning when me and him was chatting just before I came live. I said paying $400 a month to get Mark to school is crazy. But imagine if I didn't have it to pay. Imagine if I wasn't working. Would my child have to be homeschooled? Because for him to walk to school is about 40 minutes. And then no way he going to walk 40 minutes. I wouldn't even want to walk 40 minutes to go nowhere. So I'm thinking, oh my God, if I didn't have that, Mark wouldn't be able to go to school. Can you imagine? What a shame. But anyhow, we thank God. And his birthday is on May 16th. And on June 16th is the last day of school for him. And I was just preparing him the other day of a reality of life. He wanted to apply for a job as soon as he turned 16. Then I told him, Mark, you need to look up how to get your learner's permit. So you got ID and so forth. On May 19th, I have an appointment to take him to for the dentist. I'm taking off that day. So my plan is I'm going to take him to the dentist appointment, open up a bank account for him. And then, what else? I want to get his passport in order as well. So if I can't do all that in that one day, at least I know that school will be out June 16th. So I'll be able to take off another day from work. And I'll be able to get him to get the passport. So all these are things that I'm planning surrounding him now that he's turning 16. He needs to learn to, hype up his game and get more responsibility. So I told him, Mark, order a wallet because you need a wallet to put your learner's permit in when you get it. You need to have that wallet to also keep your bank card in it. Don't be like your brother that can't find his bank card and he want to keep his bank card inside his iPhone case. You know how you take off the case, he put in the card inside the case. That's what my oldest son used to do. Sometimes he's in the house and ask me, Mommy, see my bank card? And I look at him like, where's the wallet, Mark? Did you get your wallet? I mean, Michael. I call him Michael. Where's your wallet? Mom, my wallet is over there, but I can't find my card. I said, can't help you either. Go and look in the car. Because like I told you guys, because I was working at home and he had gotten his driver's license early when he was going to work, I would just let him take my car. So I say, you probably left the bank card in the car. And I tell you, stop doing that because somebody can break in my car just to get that bank card when they see it. Jennifer said, a special blessing on your birthday. May God Almighty continue to give you health and strength, joy, peace, and a closer walk with God. Love you. Thank you so much. Amen. Thank you. Love you too. Love you all. Thank you so much. Yes, Keisha Franklin, Neil, yours is going to be on the 22nd. So you're following. Mark is the 16th. So you were what? 6 days after Mark. Look at that. All the Mayborns. And if you know yourself, and know your personality and know May people, Taurus people, I'm going to say people that fall on the Taurus, you should know my child then, right? And I say all the time that boy is a lot like me in similar ways, okay? So that's why I don't even fuss with that one there, so. Chick said, it's so funny you should mention snakes and ladders. I was speaking to my neighbor last night about the fun times in the 20th centuries, the 80s and 90s, and how much fun we had as kids being outdoors. Yes, we were super creative in the games. We used to play around amongst ourselves. Yes, indeed. Oh, what beautiful memories to have. I'm telling you, these kids born in the 20s only wanted to be indoors, on tablets, phones, not even tongue get fresh air. I'm telling you, you have to force them at times, and even then, they would fuss, shaking my head. I'm telling you, darling. Exactly. My children had a few years of bike riding. They ride a bike around the community or whatever. And I think the last time Mark rode a bike was 2022, because we was living in a housing community, so it was safe and he could ride around with a bike and whatever. And there wasn't no school bus coming over there either, but I bought him a bike to ride to school with a lock it when you get school, and just unlock it when you're ready to come back. So that was the last time, darling. You get Mark on riding a bike? No, hell no. He gonna be on the Xbox, not Xbox, I'm sorry, PS5, and like you say, his phone, the laptop. Because of Facebook auntie, they give him a laptop as well last year. Thank you for that. Peggy Senior said you can get him the real ID. Yes, darling, he gonna get something. Don't worry. That's what I'm preparing, and I know that one day of the 19th is like I'm trying to fit so many things in there. But I think I put his appointment at 11 something, so either I'll try to, well, I think I have to go to the appointment first, you know what I mean? Because that's the first time I'm taking him to that dentist. And then afterwards, I'm going to go to the bank because I want to make sure we get to the bank before it closes. And hey, Peggy Senior said, Simply Sweet Peach, but you might have to make an appointment. Yes, darling. I leave that on Mark, meaning that I already told him. He went on his phone already. You'll check up the requirements of what you need to get this ID because it's going to be a learner's permit, right? Check it up, see what you need to do before you get it because I think they need you to complete something. So he already checked into it and looking into it. Therese K, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys will be here with me on Saturday by the grace of God. So that will be our freestyle. No, Carolyn Cox, today is not my birthday. My birthday is on Sunday, darling. Same day as Mother's Day. It's my birthday. Maria Lindsay said, true, man, nobody not going outside again. No, they be so lazy. Emma, really? Emma says she's the 19th. Her birthday is the 19th. Oh, my God. Emma, I didn't even realize that you were May born as well. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, Keisha, I saw that. Real ID is due today for flying. I saw that, yeah, on the internet a couple of times. They posted a lot so that people would be aware. So, yes, and you got to be making appointments at these DMVs now and all of this. Yes, I know, because trust me, I took off one day from work the beginning of April, or maybe not took off a day, half a day. When it was my lunchtime, I wasn't coming back, but I had already put in for it. And let me tell you something. Hey, when I went over there, and I got the shock of my life when they said, oh, sorry, we don't have no more appointments for today because you need to schedule appointments. So what the heck? Seriously? Because I had called the number before, but nobody answered, and it wasn't giving you no information on the recording that they had about having to schedule. Anyhow, I was so upset. Because I done pay Uber to go over there. Now the lady going to say, oh, we don't have, you got to make an appointment. Plus, we don't have no more appointments for today. She's looking at the book. Therese K, thank you so much for 100 stars. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I just pay Uber to come all the way over here. Then all I had to do was schedule Uber and just take my butt back somewhere else. But I couldn't do nothing that day at the DMV. So, yes, I know that May 19th I'll be off. May 26th I'll be off, but that's going to be a holiday. And then I probably think the next day we can be off from work is June 19th. I think that's it. Yeah. So it is what it is, my people. And unfortunately, by the time I get off of work, every place will be closed. So, yeah. But I'm going to find me time to do what I got to do. Trust me, I will. Yeah. So the reason I want Mark to make sure he get ID as well is because he want to get a job. And, he going to be out there, obviously, getting to work on his own as well. So he should have an ID at least, because I'm not going to be giving him no documents. You can't get children documents. Don't get on the social security numbers or no birth certificates because they're going to misplace it. My daughter was the number one person that misplaced hers the first. And then she going to say, but Mom, I thought I gave it back to you. No. Don't even come with that one, Tiffany. No. I gave you your social security number because you said that you needed it for some job. You never brought it back to me. You ain't taught nothing. If you can't find it, go and dig up your car, dig up your room, wherever, but you never gave it back to me. Because the same place that I keep everybody else's social security number, yours is not there. I can tell you that yours is not there because you never gave it back to me. So they always right to come and blame you that they gave you. She never found it, and guess what? Less than 6 months of me giving her social security card, she had to go and apply for another one. And I told her, well, you better be more responsible next time. But that's just my daughter. She's the one that will lose things fast, okay? She was the one. I know how Mark is going to be, but time will tell when he get this one. So his wallet is on the way. He ordered a wallet online from, where did boy order a wallet from? Shein. Shein is where he ordered a wallet from. So a wallet and a few other items he ordered. So let's see how he is when it comes to stuff like that, right? I can't vouch for all children are different. The other two might have been careless with certain things, but they don't understand and realize that these are things that you have to keep safe, pay attention to. Because if it misplaced, now you gotta go and call the bank or call this body and tell them, oh, you lost your card or your card is misplaced, or go and put it in a lot status. All kind of nonsense you know gotta go through. No. So they have to learn, and they gotta learn from early, right? So yes, my people, they got to learn. And if I'm not mistaken, guys, I told you that my daughter applied for that Social Security number card 6 months after I gave it to her, right? And she couldn't find it. Guess what? Since she was living in Miami, she misplaced it again. And I asked her, Tiffany, you wanted me on a wallet? You don't have a wallet? She said, Mom, I took it out to give my manager or somebody, and then I thought I put it back in my wallet, and I can't find the damn thing, and I need it for this. And I said, So this is what she had to do now. She had to order a new one, and guess what? It got to come to the house. Because her address where she's living, she didn't think it was safe to be getting mail like that. And I got to come to my address over there in Florida, and I got to go and pay money to express it over to her. I say, this is just nonsense. Unbelievable. But again, that's children for you. Same thing happened with her bank card. She had to have them send it over to me, and I had to go and send it over there. But I think she lives in some place that's more safer now, so she can get mail. It's just one of those things, guys. When I moved out the house that I was living in 2022, I put my cards on the table. I said, Tiffany, Michael, let me tell y'all something, right? I'm moving from this house. Stop your mail. Go and put in for a change of address, because I'm putting in for a change of address, and guess what? The only people near that going on it is me and Mark. You don't want your mail still coming here. So put in for a change of address so your mails can start coming where you live in now. Says you don't live over here no more. Yeah. That's children, right? But they're your children. You got to teach them certain things and the best things to do in this life. Because when they're no longer around you and you're no longer on this earth, guess what? They must be able to think for themselves. Yep. Well, guys, let me go and get myself prepared for work. As of tomorrow, I'm going to be working on a project, so I'm not going to be taking as many calls. I'm not going to be taking no calls at all, because they're putting me on a special, different type of project. That we'll see how that one goes, okay? It's still something where I have to call insurance companies and patients if I need to, but I wouldn't be like, taking calls like how I normally do all day, every day like that. So, yeah. So, we'll see how that one goes. Because for me personally, I think I like to take the calls. I like to be, taking calls like that. That's just how I've always been and what I've done most. Did I ever had a job where it was downtime? Yeah, when they put me as a supervisor position to be over some people, that's when I had downtime not being on the phone. But, yeah. So thank you all for joining in the live. Marge, you're now arriving here. Welcome, darling. We will chat Friday. Let me know if you got any interesting topics or stories that are happening out there with your dashing. But you must listen to this beginning of this one about this crazy man that won the jackpot. Peggy said they need their personal red bag to put their individual documents. I'm telling you, exactly. Ouch, I want to try that. Is it difficult to learn? What? Oh, you mean working at home? Oh, then it's not difficult, darling. It's very easy. As long as you got customer service skills, that's the most important thing that you need. Customer service skills. Know how to breathe in and breathe out. And keep you cool and you're calm. And don't get hot-headed and hot-tempered and say, you listen to me, okay? I'm the one that I should be talking, not you talking. I taking these calls. No, you can't tell them that. You'll be fired. All right, my people. Thank you all so much for joining in this live. And go watch CC video from yesterday and see the pot that her daughter bought her. Oh, Lord. I didn't even got that here, but go and watch it. Y'all will see that little pot. Her daughter bought her this pot that can only boil eggs. I lie. It can boil some vegetables too, CC. You can put a few broccoli in there. Oh, God. Peggy said, when my kids get 18 years. I gave them their individual papers. They all brought their papers to the middle child. Oh my God. I'll see y'all Friday. Enjoy the rest of your day.